What's up, Blasianeers and Blasianettes? I am on to the second movie as we're counting down to Logan. So, with that all being said, there's gonna be some spoilers in this review. So, there is your warning. Now, uh, I was really excited for this movie coming out, and you see the X Men universe is expanding. We're bringing more characters in, more X Men characters into this franchise, and the movie's longer and more happens. And to this day, this is my favorite X Men movie of all. Right now, it is still my favorite X Men movie, and there's some good ones, but this one holds up to me. This feels more like a definitive X Men movie for me because it not only does it feel like, yeah, it still has that aspect that that they're in the real world and it seems like they can exist here, but it feels more like a superhero movie than the first one, and I enjoyed that. And this is the moment where where I warmed up to the character, I found myself liking the character even more than I always have before then, and and I loved how, you have William Stryker, who's, he is hell bent on killing mutants, and and then they have to work together with Magneto to stop him. So that's pretty cool how they shake things up, and like this is where all mutants need to come together to stop this one human threat from trying to kill them all, and and this is the one time where the X-Men start to become public enemy number one, because one of them attacked the police officers after the police called, like after Bobby's Iceman's family called the cops on him while his little brother did. And yeah, like it shows the theme that people still fear that those who are gifted, and and you feel bad for them because you want them to live comfortably into this world, and it makes you like, it almost makes you feel disgusted to be a human, and and then again, I was disappointed. One issue I had with this movie is that Cyclops, he's more of a side character in this movie than he was in the first one. Like, you see him for like a minute, and then he gets knocked out, and he's captured, and then you don't really see him for a good chunk of the movie. But there were some cool sequences cool stuff that they did with him. Like when Stryker manages to have him under his control, and then Jean has to basically fight him, like for a moment. I love that scene, and then it really, and that's where Jean, is evolving into the Phoenix. You see the signs there, like where she's using her powers, and the next thing you know, like something's happening, and she can't focus, or she loses her focus, or she is having these senses, and it's making TVs static, everything, and it just goes, and it's just going crazy, around her, and I liked how they touched a little bit of Wolverine's past, like of how he got the adamantium skeleton, and it was William Stryker that basically gave him the procedure, and then I just I like that a lot more than what they did with X-Men Origins Wolverine, honestly. Just him knowing, going back to that, and then he's not really interested in, his past anymore. And he wants to push forward. And I just loved how it was a longer movie, and then there was more effort put into this movie. I'm not knocking the first movie, but the first movie was a good start, and I wish it was longer. And but this feels more like an X-Men movie. They're doing more stuff, and a lot more goes on, and and then there's Nightcrawler, and he was done really well, and it was intense in the third act. Like you didn't know which way it was going. Like one minute, like you think the mutants are gonna die because like Stryker's son is manipulating Xavier to basically focus hard enough on the mutants to where he's killing them, and then Magneto stops that, and then they manipulate Stryker's son into telling Xavier to find all the mutants and kill them, pretty much. And man, it was intense. And then you have the dam bursting. I was like afraid. I was literally afraid for everyone. I'm like, damn, like you're trying to kill off the X-Men, like you're trying to kill off some of these characters or what? And then Jean goes out there and she sacrifices herself, and then she stops and she holds off the water as she lifts up she lifts up the jet, and then she stays behind, and then she does not let them stop her. That gave me the feels. I'm like, wow. And then we do see in the last shot of the movie where you start to see the Phoenix, like a little bit, and like as we're basically going back to where we last saw her, and then she is doing the monologue of Xavier's monologue in the first movie, and then we start to see a shadowy figure in the water and starting to light up, starting to glow a little bit, and then like, wow, that was a fantastic movie. And man, it was great. Like I can watch that movie over and over and over again, and it got me excited for the third movie when it came around to it. Well, it got me excited for the third movie, and so with that all being said, this gets 4.5 chair spans out of 5. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Here I am, 4.5 chair spins. So yeah, oh man, like now I think I want to go watch the movie. Just grab the DVD and just put it on now, just by talking about this review. And so yeah, feel free to tell me in the comment section, what did you think of this sequel? What was your your favorite X-Men movie? Feel free to tell me. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed my review on X2 X-Men United, I call it X-Men 2. I don't call it X-Men United. It's a cool title, but hey, if you enjoyed my review on this movie, make sure you thumb up the video and make sure you click subscribe if you're a newbie to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.